Yo, can everyone see me? Yo, guys, it's my first time streaming, alright? Fuck. I have no idea how this shit works. Yo. We got some people in the chat, though. What's up, Dan? Diddy? Nice. Dude, Asana, I see you everywhere, bro. This guy's chronically online. 100%. What's up, boys? We got some people rolling in, dude. Am I Mexican? No, I'm not. Let me see what's on screen right now. I just thought, I would roll up a stream, play some chess, answer some questions. I think it's going to be a good one. Can you guys hear me, though? Can everyone hear me clearly? Can everyone hear me? Loud and clear. New setup. Hold on. All right, I think we're good, dude. Yeah, I think we're good. Should be fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, okay, you guys are trolling. Whoever's saying no is trolling. I know you guys can hear me. All right, there we go. Damn, we got 54 live viewers. That's crazy. All right, boys, let's play some Bullet. Let's play some Bullet. Come on, let's go. I made this new account just for you guys. All right, King's Gambit. Let's go. Guys, it's been a while since I've played chess, dude. But I can't lose my first game on stream. That's not gonna happen. Thank you. Oh, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I did not see that. Fuck. I'm so stupid, guys. I'm gonna have to try to win on time here. It's been so long since I've played. I'm not trying to make excuses, though. Oh my god. This is so bad. First stream gone wrong. Fuck it, dude. I'm scared. Okay, I'm just gonna try to win on time. I'm just gonna try to win on time. Come on, bro. Oh, let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go, dude. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's so insane, dude. Oh my god, how did I win that? Wow, dude. Yo. Come on, guys. First stream, first chess match on live. Let's get it, bro. Let's see what you guys are saying, though. AYBC, I was watching your stream with that other guy earlier, Ashton. I have a question. Do you think it's okay to only approach women who are by themselves? Yeah, that's probably the best time to approach is when they're by themselves. Group approaches, you want more experience if you're going to start to do group approaches. Like, ideally, you get your experience up by approaching girls who are by themselves because it's like less intimidating, and then you work your way up to like group approaches and stuff. When's the rating happening? Funny story, I said this on the previous stream, but like Face IQ and I recorded it. Everything was good. We rated a bunch of faces, and there were technical difficulties, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to re-record the face rating and looks maxing. So we're gonna do that. Hopefully it'll come out soon. You guys are gonna get the video. Thumbnail's ready, everything's ready. But you're gonna have to give me some more time. Just play chess, brutal. Yeah, dude, only mid-tier normies and lower play chess. Chad does not play chess. Chad doesn't play chess, bro. Brutal. Knight takes queen. It's over, bro. Can you tell Ashton to lock in and post? It's been a month. Dude, I keep telling him to post, but he's doing things behind the scenes. He's in the hyperbolic time chamber. Women keep saying they think approaching is creepy because they think they die or something. What do you think about that? In my experience, women who say that are coping because they don't get approached. Like, if a girl says, "Oh, guys who approach are creepy," either she's not getting approached or she gets approached too much by guys who she doesn't want to get approached by. So, play Clash Royale? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Let's roll up another game, boys. Wait, let me see if I could actually read chat while I play. I think that would be a lot easier to do. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, that should be good, actually. There we go. Cool. Cool. How do you talk politics with a girl when you're opposites politically? Avoid all politics when talking to women. Let's go. Yeah, avoid all politics when talking to girls, guys. You don't want to get political with women. Unless both of you really like politics, then I guess it's fine, but I try to avoid it. Hot girls aren't into politics. Only mid girls are because they're coping. Ooh. God damn it, dude. How much time? Oh, I have so much time. Oh, yeah. That's what I like. Two wins on time because I'm not good enough to get checkmate. Hey, man. Win by whatever means necessary. What happened to chat? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Thought I lost you guys for a second. What are your thoughts on the future of the dating scene? I think there's gonna be more incels in the next 5 years. I think a lot of people are gonna start realizing just how bad it is for most men. Because people don't really understand how bad dating is right now. Like, a lot of people think that this shit's a joke. If you guys saw the poll I made where I asked, like, in the last year, how many women have you been intimate with? 60% of the results said 0. Like, that was to be expected, but a lot of you guys didn't expect to see 60% of people saying they have not like had any experience with a girl, not a kiss. I would even argue not even a hug in the last year. So like, it's just brutal. How do you become a PSL god? I wouldn't know. Ask clavicular. Molecule. What elo are y'all? That's a good question. How big of a difference do you think someone who's really dedicated could get, like getting above your looks match? Yeah, my opinion on that is like pretty much looks max as much as you can, and then try to bag a girl who's like at least one or two looks above you, right? So let's say you're a 4 right now, looks max to a 5, and use your game to get a 6. That's kind of how I see it. How was your Bali experience? Just got back from it and realized the advantage of geomaxing. Dude, Bali is like one of the best places if you're just gonna, like, if you're trying to go on a bender, I highly recommend Bali. Probably the all girls are there to hook up, all girls are there to get with people. So if you're just planning on being a degenerate, Bali is the way to go for sure. When will you run sets with Face IQ? Soon, brother, soon. We might have something IRL coming up. Hopefully, it happens in the near future. Thoughts about pickup in Southeast Asia? Yeah, like I said, dude, I mean, I've been to Malaysia, I've been to Bali, I've been to Vietnam. Not all within the last year, but within the last like 3 years. And I think it's good, man. It's good for sure. YBC, should I take my evil avoidant ex back and cheat on her? She wants me. Uh, Dude, I don't even know how to answer that question. Is being a passport board the new method? Maybe, dude. I'm gonna actually, fuck it, I'm gonna spoil it. Wheat Waffles and I are gonna debate on Thursday, and him and I agree on a lot of things. One thing we definitely agree on is the fact that like you need to understand the importance of being in a rigged market versus not being in a rigged market. Like I said, guys, somebody could be, 5'7", decent face, not that attractive. He will struggle in the US, right? Put him, just all you need to do is relocate him somewhere else, and it'll make a world of a difference in his dating life. That goes to show the importance of like the market that you're in. I would argue that most incels are in North America. Like, it's kind of hard to be an incel, I would imagine, at least if you're like, I don't fucking know, in Southeast Asia, certain parts of Europe. Kind of hard, bro. Wheat Waffles is cooked, gang. He cool, but JFC Black Pill is terrible. I mean, that's why we're having a debate, right? Difference of opinions. We're gonna see who comes out on top. Do a review on Nick Fuentes' marriage advice, dude. I love Nick, dude. He's so based. Uh, I don't really watch his show that much, but sometimes like when I'm bored, I'll just tune in. 5'7" chat. A man that is single is worried about his place in the world. I'm 26 and I'm waiting until I finish college for welding to be able to afford a home and having financial freedom first before I start dating. W. George. JBW is law in Asia. Dude, I don't even think so, man. I just think I think if you look exotic somewhere, let me know if you guys agree with this take, right? If you look exotic somewhere, you're gonna pull in that place. It gets harder to pull when you look like everyone else. So if you're in an area where it's mainly people in your ethnicity, it might be a bit harder to stand out unless you're white. That's just the brutal reality. Because like if you're white in a white town, yeah, you're gonna pull. But everywhere else in the world, if you stand out and you look exotic, you're probably gonna pull. Do you agree with 271K? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. Who's that? Uh, you should debate with a YouTuber called Aesthetics Waiting. Yeah, I've seen a couple of Aesthetics Waiting's videos. There wouldn't be much to debate on, I guess. Dude, the only thing that people would want to debate me on is how important game and social skills are. I already know. Because it's like, that's the only thing that black pillars fucking don't believe in. Like, oh, game doesn't work, social skills doesn't work. In my opinion, it works. It definitely works, brother. Let's see. You don't know about the Cookie Monster, YBC? No. What's the Cookie Monster? What's that? How do you think of what to say when approaching? My mind goes blank every time. Yeah, sometimes my mind goes blank, but I've kind of just trained myself to impulsively say the first thing that's on my mind. So like you have to train yourself to be quick-witted. Maybe when you're a beginner, it's good to practice with some canned lines, memorize, "Hey, excuse me, I thought you were cute. What's your name?" Something like that. Easy, right? Anybody can use it. After a while, it's better to just be a bit creative and witty with your shit because it'll come off more authentic and the conversation's gonna actually be interesting. But if you keep using the same lines, not only does it get boring, but you're not training your wit, so to speak. What are your thoughts on NLP? I know it works. 5 getting a 6 isn't that impressive if you use NLP, in my opinion. What is NLP, dude? You guys gotta write the whole thing out, bro. My brain isn't working right now. 271K is the max. Yeah. Too many people in the chat, dude. I didn't know what to expect because like we got 101 viewers right now, but I've never streamed before, so this is crazy to me. I know 101 isn't a lot, but it's still something. I appreciate every single one of you in here, man. Love you guys. Are you in college? Nah, I graduated. Let me roll up another game though. So far, we're two wins, no losses. So let's go, Karo Khan. God damn it, dude. I should have seen that. How is this guy, man? That's annoying. I was gonna play really fast, dude. That's my strategy with Bullet. Just be faster than your opponent, and even if he's better, you're gonna win. What do I do here, man? Wait, this is actually kind of good. Damn, I don't know what to do. Oh no, I'm so low on time. I'm gonna lose this. Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, GG's. Fuck, dude. Well, at least we're 2-1 right now. Pseudo-intellectuals think chess memorization is equal to intellect. I mean, dude, I didn't memorize shit, dude. I only have like one opening memorized, and it's like the first 3 moves, so. Why did you trade YBC? Where's the video where King 6-8 reacted? It's on his channel. You could check it out. Praise her for going gym and say you love how she looks working out, Miguel. I'm 5'7", black, maybe like 5'10" facially. Which country would you recommend I go if you have any ideas? You know what? I did hear one thing. I don't know how true this is. Maybe you guys can let me know. But I heard Eastern Europe is like the place to be right now. I heard it's pretty cracked. Thoughts on approaching at the gym? I think you should approach at the gym, but you should be a bit more conservative with how you do it. Like, obviously, if you see her in the middle of her workout, don't just go up to her. But you know, if you notice that she's taking a break in between sets and she's not really doing anything, and you have like an indirect opener to use that's not gonna make you look creepy, then absolutely you should be approaching at the gym. YBC, give us your first love story, dude. I might have to save this for another stream, bro. The first time I ever liked the girl, she cucked me really hard. So I'm gonna have to give you guys the full breakdown. Don't focus too much on openings, just fundamentals like develop pieces, zone the center castle, protect your pieces, and you're good. Yeah. Let's roll up one more game, bro. I'm gonna try to get a mate in this one. Let's stop messing around. Come on. Dude, chess is so easy to blunder when you're not like locked in. Can he do anything to me right now? No. Okay. This guy's really annoying, dude. Let's... Yo, W's in the chat for that. Come on. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. That was the most whack mate I've ever gotten, but if it works, it works. Lock in. Hey, man, just wanted to thank you for everything you've been doing. Hey, bro, I appreciate you, bro. Wait. Okay, that's good. GG's. NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming, like using hypnotic language, emotional pacing. Oh, hypnosis, using specific phrases and patterns, embedded commands, and anchoring. Yeah, I actually don't have much experience with that, but I've heard really good things about hypnosis. Black pillars are probably going to call it cope. I don't think it's cope. I've seen videos of guys getting hypnotized to stop smoking, stop drinking, quit addictions. So I think that it actually it definitely there's some substance there, but I can't say I've had any experience with it. Is the chat delayed, bro? Yeah, chat's probably delayed. Let's see. One more game. What do you guys think? Can you explain the difference between pursuing and chasing? Yeah, chasing is when you continue to pursue despite a lack of reciprocation on her end. So pursuit is just showing your interest, which like a lot of guys get this confused because there's a lot of dating advice saying don't show intent, don't let her know your interest level. Horrible advice, by the way. Like super bad advice. They don't know what they're talking about. You should be showing intent and you should be showing that you are interested in her. Otherwise, what's going to end up happening is you're probably going to get friend zoned. Because like a lot of guys kind of stay in this middle ground where they don't show any sort of intent. And what ends up happening is the girl doesn't get the message. So she literally friend zones them. And sometimes you will show intent and you'll get rejected. But that's much better than being in this gray area, right? One more game. One more game. All right, bro. Let's do it. Karakan again. Bro. Yo, IBC streaming, interesting. Yeah, first stream. This chick ghosted me after we hung out. A mutual told me she said she was busy and that she had anxiety when she takes too long to answer, but I'm suspicious the mutual sabotaged me. I just can't prove it. Yeah, dude, a lot of guys are gonna sabotage you, especially if the girl's hot. Like, they're gonna try to hit on the same girl that you want. That's why, like, one of the biggest mistakes that I used to make, which I never do anymore, is talking too much about the girls I like. If I like a girl, I'll talk to her directly, but I'm not gonna start yapping to her friends. Oh, there's like your friend's really cute, by the way. I really like her, because people tend to sabotage each other. Can we get more streams, YBC? Absolutely. If you guys want to see more streams, I'm down to do it. This is my first one, so I hope you guys don't judge me too hard for this one. What do you think of the political polarized male and female divides? Yeah, I mean, women tend to be more on the left, I suppose, more progressive. But and you know, being too left leaning, I would argue, is one of the biggest problems we have today. Geomax to checkers, little bro. Dating scene advice in a post Second Civil War America. Well, we'll have to wait to see if we even get to that point. Tip for wingmen: get a wingman who likes different women than you do. Yeah, that's a really good advice. Um, if both of you guys like blondes and you approach a group with like a blonde and a brunette, you're both gonna want the same girl. That always happens with me and my boys, by the way. We always end up wanting the same chick. And I'm a nice guy, so I'll be like, just take her, bro. Even if she wants me, I'll switch. I'll be like, so many times, like, my boy will be talking to a chick, I'll be talking to a different one. I'm like, yo, just switch, just switch. Because I feel bad. Um, and it's like, it's kind of weird. You guys might find this weird, but I get more satisfaction in helping other people pull than pulling myself. Like, it just feels better. Do you have an opinion on the Middle East? If so, what would be the most ideal country to date? Well, Middle East, depending on where you are, more conservative. Maybe not Dubai these days, but like, you know, other Middle Eastern countries are very conservative. So there isn't really much of a dating culture there as far as like casual stuff, girlfriends. It's mainly just people getting married and having kids. Your poll yesterday was depressing to see for the younger generation. I'm middle aged and was in the 4% category with over 6 bodies in the last year. How are young guys not able to pull? Yeah, man, it's kind of sad. I think that a big part of that though is just guys not really leaving the house, not really getting exposure. Like obviously there's guys who try and can't pull, but I would argue that that's really a minority. How can we make PUA appeal to Gen Z? It's never going to appeal to Gen Z. If I was a black pill channel and I only talked looks maxing, face ratings, I would be blowing up right now. The reason my growth is kind of like stagnating, like I'm still growing, but the reason I'm growing slower than than looks max people is because Gen Z only cares about looks. Like it's so hard to convince somebody in Gen Z, like, yo, social skills, game, charisma, all that stuff. They don't care, bro. It's like just tell me how to improve my looks. I live in Brazil and they really like extroverted guys. I'm an introvert and they can tell I don't know what to do. Yeah. Um, yeah, in Brazilian Latino culture, especially, you got to be low in hib. They stand close to each other. They talk a lot. So um, you just have to kind of train yourself through exposure therapy. Like as an introvert, if you lose energy socializing, obviously it's not ideal, but you can still put on your best performance. You know. Yo, YBC, what do you think of the goth guy archetype? Goth guy. Can't say I've ever heard of that. Goth girl, yes. Goth guy, weird. Do you think every races of women are different or same? Definitely different. Have you looked at RSD Tyler's content? Yeah, Owen Cook. I love Owen Cook. When are you dropping the race video? Dude, you know, I've been debating on whether I should drop it or not. I feel like it's gonna get taken down by YouTube. I feel like if I want to be strategic, I have to do it properly. I can't, or I might just post it on Rumble or some shit, but it's definitely going to get taken down on YouTube, especially if I say what I really think. Especially if I say what I really think. Yo, bro, should I confess my interest towards her? Is it worth the risk? Depends. If you're not like, never confess interest, go on dates. Like, you being able to get her in the same place alone should already tell you that she's interested. You don't have to get some sort of verbal confession out of her. Like, do you like me? Like, that's retarded. That's some middle school shit. You're a real one, YBC. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. What's your opinion on smoking weed? I've never smoked weed in my life. I don't know. Do whatever you want, but if it's having a negative impact on your life, then stop doing that shit. What are your thoughts on Face IQ? I mean, yeah, we're friends, dude. We both got in contact. We've had a lot of private communication. Really chill guy. Video with him coming out at some point. I promise you guys it's gonna come out. And yeah, man, good shit. High school is hell ground for dating. I remember the days, bro. Flashback. Depends, dude. I can't say I didn't have a horrible experience in high school. I had a pretty good experience, but I can see how for a lot of people, like if you weren't, you know, decent looking at the very least, if you were like socially ostracized, it would be a bit more, you know, difficult. Uh Yeah, let's run one more game, boys. Let's go. We're just grinding chess tonight, I suppose. Interesting. Oh, this guy's playing fast, bro. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's so embarrassing. Wait, why'd he do that? Did he just sack a queen? I might be the luckiest chess player on earth. Dude, he's gonna win on time. Wait, this might be good. This might be really good. Oh my god. Yeah, I was gonna win that. I was gonna win that. It's fine. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to pre-move, but I don't know how to do it. How do you pre-move in this thing? Like, it's not letting me. I could do it on my phone, but not on this. What's your favorite type of music, brother? Thank you for the donation. Thanks for the dono, dude. Oh, that's so funny. That was all. You almost got me there. YBC Tuchel, not sure why you didn't show your face before. Most guys won't because they're ugly, but you're good looking. Yeah, I mean, you know, depending on who you're asking, I'm either pretty good looking or I'm just like flat average. So if you ask a black pillar, I'm probably average. If you ask a normie, I'm like a 7 out of 10. What archetype suits you the best, YBC? Uh, I would say, dude, I don't really have an archetype right now. Even though I give advice for people to archetype max, I feel like I haven't really needed to do it. But, you know, I'm growing my hair out from the back. We'll see what happens. Maybe I can get, you know, a Gen Z haircut going. But high MTN. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate. Maybe mid MTN. Yo, I have an ex and a girlfriend at the moment, but I'm fairly okay. Inhib, is it still possible I'm ugly facially? Yeah, I mean, if you've had it, guys, if you've had an ex and you've had a girlfriend and you guys have had intimacy, then chances are you're more attractive than you think you are. Like if somebody told me, dude, I've never dated a girl even though I've done 100+ approaches, then I'd be kind of worried. Then we could start talking. Okay, show me what you look like. But if you've had a girlfriend before, you're probably not as ugly as you think you are. People think, unless she's like a 3, which is possible. People think 7 is average. Yeah, normies think 7 is average. 5 is average. Like, man, you got to talk about how things get when you start pulling women. Falling in love is something that happens, and once you pull an 8 or 9, that's going to happen. Yeah, exactly. I actually made a tier list a while back called ways to get over or ways to move on from her. And I was just explaining like the different things you could do to get over a girl. But dude, the hotter, I'm not gonna lie, the hotter she is, the harder it's gonna be to get over her. Like if she's bad and she's the hottest girl you've ever dated, because if you dated like a 5, you know, you can get over her pretty quickly. It's not gonna hurt that much. But if you date a girl who other guys look at and be like, damn, dude, you fumbled for the breakup, then yeah, it's gonna hurt a lot more. How old are you? I'm 22, brother. I'm 28 and never had a girl. Hurry up, bro. Chronic black pillars call everyone average or above sub 5. Yeah, man. It's kind of sad. 7 is average for good looking people. Yo, bro, are you mixed? Yes, I am. I am. As you get older, longer hair doesn't always look better. I would say most guys, like 90% of people, look better with longer hair. There's very few men who can get away with like a buzz cut or long hair. So my advice to you, well, on average, if your skull shape is like most guys, then you should be growing your hair out. Like everybody looks better with long hair. Why am I up at 12:22 on a school night, bro? Hey man, appreciate you for tapping into the stream. Don Draper says I'm 6.75 to 7 by BP standards. Cope. Good majors. Math. I'm a math major. Computer science. STEM. Although that's pretty saturated these days. How oldest age for young love to you? Don't know what that means. We haven't seen tier lists in a while. Yeah, I'm making a tier list in the future. I don't want to rinse the tier list because, you know, I was kind of running out of ideas at some point. I'm like, I've done most of the topics. Some people were asking for certain suggestions, but I didn't really mess with them. So you guys can let me know. Give me some tier list ideas. Maybe cosmetic surgeries tier list, but that's already been done before. Maybe some kind of mistakes video. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Nah, philosophy majors on top. I was so close to doing a minor in philosophy. What do you guys think about cook maxing or just improving your cooking skills? Cope if you're doing it for women. Guys who cook for women are gesturing. I always had buzz cuts, then I let my hair grow down to my shoulder and girls love to compliment it. Yeah, there you go. Is 5'6" short, bro? In North America, yes. In Southeast Asia, no. How do you get good at math? I'm an engineering major, but my math needs work. Practice, practice, practice. Just do a shit ton of practice problems. Look at the questions that are going to come up on the paper. Practice those kinds of questions. Make sure you actually understand the material as well, because a lot of guys will practice the problem, but they don't actually know what they're practicing. And yeah, man, good luck. Good luck with that shit. Thoughts on Adderall? I used to pop Adderall second year until it started messing with my health, and then I stopped. YBC, couldn't you fall in love with a 3 to 5? If she has the best personality in the world, maybe. But actually, that's kind of cope. Probably not. Thoughts on tier list video to lower inhibition? Yeah, I'm looking into how to do that. I talked about this with Face IQ. We were talking about some nootropics that we're gonna try when he pulls up. Basically, substitutes for alcohol. Because imagine getting the effects of alcohol without the negative consequences that come with it, without like the lowering of your inhibition, or sorry, without the destruction of your liver and your kidney and stuff. That would be great. So him and I are gonna pop some nootropics and see what happens if he pulls up. Do you think being lean has that much of an effect on attraction? Yes, dude, absolutely. Lean is law. Well, jaw is law, lean is law as well. Both of those things are law. You gotta be lean, brother. And a lot of you guys have a really good facial structure hiding underneath all of that fat, right? A lot of you guys would look like this if you took yourself more seriously. Face IQ is so based. Yeah, bro, he's brutal. I'm 5'10", but only 155. Time to bulk up. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, being skinny is way better than being fat. Like, I know a lot of skinny guys who pull. I don't know a lot of fat people who pull. There are some, but thoughts on the diet Face IQ pushes? He eats carnivore diet. I eat a very similar diet. I just don't eat it raw. What are your guys' take on raw meat? I'm curious. Does anybody here eat raw meat? Does anybody here eat raw meat? I think the chat's delayed, so. What about a tier list to forge a connection? I don't know about that, bro. I know a few guys who are good looking, done a lot of approaches, got laid, but never had a girlfriend. Why do you think that is? It's because the skills required to get a girl are completely different to the skills required to keep a girl. Like my chat guys, by the way, my channel doesn't specialize in long-term relationships and marriages because I'm 22. Like the fuck do I know about getting married? If you want a marriage counselor, go watch like Psych Hacks or some shit. I'm a 22-year-old teaching other young, relatively young, you know, if you're 30, that's cool, 35. Basically all age groups who are trying to get their foot in the door with girls, build attraction, because that's really what most guys are struggling with. Like most guys aren't struggling to get a girlfriend, most guys are struggling to even be seen in the first place. Raw meat is pretty sus, cope, no raw, only cooked. I like it, but not worth it. No, never. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty big jump to go from eating cooked meat to raw meat. I don't know if the ROI is good enough. I might have to try it for a little bit just to see. How tall are you? Listen, I claim 6'2", but I'm kind of coping because I'm like 6'1" and a half, maybe 6'1" and 3/4. I'm really close to 6'2", so I'm just gonna say 6'2". Barefoot, yes, barefoot. Call me coping, call me a coper all you want. Yo, YVC tier list based on college majors and the women in those majors. Avoid CS chicks, they're weird. What was your GPA in high school? I was valedictorian in high school. I actually mogged everybody academically. I can't pull myself to eat raw meat though. I've been thinking about cooking my meat more tender and slightly raw. You should. You know, I think there's more nutrient absorption. I don't really know the science behind it, but you get more nutrients when you don't cook it, apparently. Something about soluble stuff. Yeah. You could do a video about best maxings. I think I already did that. Casey Zander interview when? I don't know, dude. I haven't really gotten in touch with him. Maybe we can work something out, make a video together. That would be pretty cool. What advice do you have for a 20-year-old single dad with 2 kids? Well, I would not be thinking about dating if you can't like financially support your kids. So focus on that. YBC too cold. It changed my life. Raw is how we always ate. No animal cooks. It's food. These normies will tell you it's crazy or cope, but they're normies who have been enslaved. Yeah, dude, I might have to try the raw meat stuff. I don't know. Like, I doubt I'll feel that much different because I'm pretty dialed in with my diet right now. It's not like I'm gonna go from eating processed foods to eating raw meat. I already eat pretty good. Like, I eat cooked meat, yes, but it's like medium rare. I eat eggs. Yes, I eat the yolk raw and I cook the white because the white has anti-nutrients, I think. Don't quote me on that. Which UFC fighters would you take dating advice from? Now, this is a good question. I like these kinds of questions. I'll probably take dating advice from Ilya Taporia because his wife is hot, and most UFC fighters got some ugly ass wives. No offense. Most UFC fighters got some ugly ass wives, dude. I can't lie. um, how come Ashton deletes his VODs? To make sure that you watch the live. That's why. You ever eat eggs raw? Already answered this. Your school is actually good, bro. WTF? Yeah, man. I mean, you guys could check it out if you want. I don't want to pressure anybody to buy. You don't have to check it out if you don't want. You know, because people already call me a grifter, even though I feel like I have a really good product. I feel like it actually does help guys. I feel like I know what I'm talking about, but it's cool. You can find pretty much everything I talk about for free as well. Eventually, the knowledge will catch up to you. So if you don't want to join, it's cool. But thank you, bro. I appreciate that. YBC too cold. It's a matter of finding a good source. Raw egg yolk is insanely good. I even use it as a natural shampoo. My hair is majestic. I use raw egg yolk as well as my shampoo. I switched over last week, and it's been doing pretty good. Are you Middle Eastern? I don't know, dude. Am I? Everyone is Zerka pilled. You, Clav, Dorian, Ashton, Togi. Yeah, I used to be more Zerka pilled. Now I'm like, I watch like, dude, and it's kind of crazy because I didn't even put him in my tier list for dating coaches. Todd V is like one of the best dating coaches you'll see. Like truly, I'm so ashamed to have put him so low on my list. He deserves to be higher. Todd V is great. Zerka's obviously great as well. Everybody gives different advice, but if you have a high enough IQ, you'll be able to put all the pieces together and apply it in your own life. Man, too many carnivores here, a little too much face IQ. Dude, face IQ is going viral, man. Face IQ is going viral right now, so it makes sense. It's over for chest cells. What about Drika's Duplessis' girlfriend? Yeah, she's bad too. Who has the wait? I'm trying to think. Who has the middest girlfriend in the UFC? It's got to be like, uh, dude. I don't know. You guys tell me. Who has like the most chopped girlfriend in the UFC? Zerka approach doesn't work unless you're Chad. He seems too extreme. No, it actually works pretty well even if you're not Chad. The whole hot and cold game, engaging her emotions in a roller coaster, works like a charm. What's your IQ? I have never done an IQ test. Are you political? No, I'm not. I'm apolitical. I'm apolitical. Maybe I'll get into politics later. Thoughts on Nick Fuentes? Based as fuck. His takes on women are absolutely on the money every single time. I don't even watch Nick Fuentes for politics. I just love it when he just starts going on a rant about women. You gotta love it, bro. Why do high IQ people be so neurodivergent and focus on BS? Yeah, dude. I mean, normies just piss us off. Not saying that I'm particularly high IQ, but definitely I feel like when I interact with women, I have to kind of lower my intelligence, bring myself to their level. Otherwise, it's like the disconnect is just too big. Politics is jester. That's a molecule take. That's a molecule take for sure. Let's run up a game, boys. Let me lock in for a little bit. I don't know if I should go G4, bro. Let me just play it safe. Okay, let's do this. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, he didn't take. That's good. Yeah, dude. Now, these guys are... You'd be surprised how hard Bullet actually is, especially for like a noob like me. Bullet is not easy, dude. It's stressful. Oh my god. Why'd I do that? Hold on a sec. Actually, this is really good. Wait. Okay. Oh shit, I don't have any time. Oh. Dude, I mean, dude, I haven't played chess in a while, but yeah, that's crazy. 1v1 me on chess. Dude, I could do a completely different stream just 1v1ing people. I could do a completely different stream. He blundered queen. Yeah, I mean, dude, sometimes it's really hard to see stuff, especially because like I'm thinking about the stream and chat, but I'm also playing at the same time. So my mind is half there and it's half not. I'm playing purely based on instinct. But how come you're not TikTok maxed? I made a promise to all my viewers, and you guys can clip this if you want. I will never be on TikTok. It's never gonna happen. I refuse to download this app full of cringe Gen Z gay looks maxing selfie taking. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm never downloading TikTok. You can find me on Instagram if you want to see some of my shorts, which don't get any views, by the way. I'm pretty irrelevant on Instagram. Dude, guys, if it wasn't for YouTube, no one would know who I am. So, just saying. And how did you get so good at chess? I'm not that good, bro. I'm not that good. Watch Gotham Chess though. He'll teach you a thing or two about chess. Question. So what do you think there probably is? They get laid but never. I don't know what you're asking. Do you consider yourself a Chad? Hell no. Not by Black Pill standards. But everybody should have the same mindset as Jeremy Meeks. I really believe that. Everybody should Meeks max. Damn, our viewer count is going up though. That's good. Exposure max. Are you Godus pilled? Yeah, I love Godus. You know, he did make a video reacting to one of my tier lists, but that was back when, let's just say I was a little less informed. I think Godus is spot on. He has really good advice. Some of his takes are a little bit extreme, and I don't listen to all of his advice, but I think his diet stuff is good. It's very similar to Face IQ. So if you like Face IQ, you should in theory, like Godus as well. When did you begin to play chess? Like a year ago, 2 years ago, maybe. Godus is so BS, bro. He's saying exercise is bad. Yeah, that's one of those takes where, like, I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I love exercising, so. He's so weird. His past is very controversial. I did hear about that as well, yeah. I actually watched a documentary on his past, but I don't know if it's true. I don't know. I actually forget the details. How many girlfriends slash dates have you had this year? One girlfriend, multiple dates. Are you gonna continue college after you get your bachelor's? Um, I was thinking of doing a master's degree, but we'll see what happens, dude. I actually really enjoy education. Like, I know people talk about how the education system's a scam and whatnot, but I actually enjoy learning stuff. So even if I don't do like a master's or anything, I might, like, I don't know. I might buy someone's course. Buy someone's $2,000 course and learn how to buy coaching to learn how to coach so I could teach others how to coach. That's kind of the meta right now. You know what I love about you? You're able to admit when you're wrong and you're always leveling up. The fact that you're open to eating raw meat already shows you're different than most. I appreciate that, bro. Really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much for that. YBC is the meta to try to get a bunch of sub 5 girls to farm XP, or is that cope? Actually, I used to think it was cope, but I swear to God, guys, talking to less attractive girls gets you ready when you're gonna talk to the hot ones. Because guys who have this mindset, like, I'm not dealing with her unless she's a 10, get away from me, get away from me. That's some female shit. That's some woman mindset. And when you think that way, what ends up happening is you freeze up when the hot girl comes. You don't know what to say. You're too much in your head. Whereas when you already have experience talking to hundreds of broads, it's just another day for you. Yo, Jimmy Drives, thank you so much for the donation, bro. Two Canadian dollars. You inspired me to start YouTube slash tier list. I love you, bro. I love you too, man. And I've seen some of your car tier lists. Really, really fun stuff. You guys should check out Jimmy Drives. Makes very similar content to me, but in a completely different niche. Love you too, bro. Thank you so much for the support. How do I know if I'm ugly or not? Maybe a simple question, but I want to make sure. Don't ask a black pillar because they'll definitely tell you you're ugly. Actually, you could ask them because they're brutally honest, but in my opinion, the best way to do it, see if, like, when you go out with friends to the club, when you go out with friends to a bar, or if you don't go clubbing, maybe like when you go to house parties or when you go to like university and stuff, do girls approach you? Do they look at you? Do you get choosing signals? Do things happen without you having to try? If the answer to that question is yes, you're probably above average attractiveness. If the answer to that question is no, you're either average or sub 5. So just talk to the broads. You put the hot girls on a pedestal if you're only looking forward to talking to them, so just talk to everybody. Yes, exactly. Exotic is spot on with that take. Looks matching is law. Do not looks match, guys. Always aim for better. I mean, look. You can go for a looks match if you want, but that's like the normal thing to do, right? Everybody dates their looks match. Like, you go outside and you look around at all the couples, most of them are looks matched. But here's my opinion on that. I think you should be as hypergamous as these women. That's my take. Okay. I mean, I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for that take. A lot of people don't agree with it, but hey, man, if they're gonna be hypergamous, we should all be hypergamous back. And then they're gonna be like, oh shit. And then things are gonna start balancing out. You put the hot girls on a pedestal if you're only looking forward to talking to them, so just talk to everyone. I already read this. Why are no new chats coming up? Oh, there we go. What the F are these pillars? I never understand black, red, etc. You're gonna have to catch up with the lore, bro. You're gonna have to catch up. Red pill is general self-improvement, game, confidence, looks, status. Black pill is pretty much just looks, so... Messi or Ronaldo? Ronaldo. Ronaldo 100%. Do you like Zerka? I think he has the best wrist / game in the entire YouTube game. I've seen him also pull when he was kind of fat and not as good looking. So yeah. Zerka's game is one of the best in the space for sure. For sure. John Zerka. What do you think the problem is with someone who's got laid a lot but never had a girlfriend before, but watches alpha male strategies and RZ Tyler, Saint, and the Sinner? Yeah, so if you're the type of person who gets laid a lot, but you can't keep a girl, you probably got to up the blue pill a little bit. Because a lot of guys think they can remain alpha and remain cold and remain like this detached, stoic, masculine guy. Yeah, you could smash while doing that, but the chances of you actually keeping her and having this like, blue pill happy relationship is low. So you're just gonna have to add some blue in there, right? So we got some red, we got some black, put some blue into the mix. Thoughts on Goddess? I already talked about this. Is it possible to be sub 5 if you're 6 foot plus and lean? I mean, if you've got horrible facial deformities, I could see that being a possibility. Collab with Gerbert Johnson when? Dude, Gerbert's not an easy guy to collab with, I would imagine. I don't see him doing many collabs. I'm starting to become blue pilled. Help. Get yourself together, brother. Should 5'11 guys fraud a 6 foot? Yeah. Fraud a 6'1. Why do you type in all caps, you know? Okay. We got some beef in the chat. Yo, let me run up one more game, boys. Let's do it. One more game. This is a fun stream so far. I'm really enjoying this. I didn't think I'd like streaming, but we got a live chat. Chats make the stream. Can I wait? I don't know if this is going to be a good move, but let's just see what happens here. Actually, I think that was a really good move. Oh yeah, he's screwed. I think that was a really, oh my god, I actually think, yo guys, I'm a genius, bro. What the hell? That was, ooh. Okay, what if I go like this? Now that's a double check. He has to move. I can't go here because then he'll take. Oh my god, I think, wait, what do I do, dude? I don't have time. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so screwed. We started off so good. Bro, Indians are too good at chess, man. Indians are annoying to, oh my god. Yeah, GG's. Oh my god, dude, that was so close. Yo, thank you so much for the, oh my god, a second donation from Jimmy Drives, dude. Thanks for the love, man. I'll say that YouTube is life-changing stuff, guys. If you got an idea, hit record and post it tonight. Yeah, dude, if you guys got a good idea, don't be some look smexer who just posts selfies all day because that's on TikTok, because that's kind of gay. But if you have a genuinely good idea, if you've got stuff to say, if you got an entertaining personality, hop on YouTube. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I really appreciate it. I struggle to beat Martin. So much for being genius. Yeah, dude. Fell apart, man. I thought I was doing so well. YBC, should I try cold approaching the women at my job or should I just play it safe and stack my money instead? Um, hmm. Should I try cold approaching the women at my job or should I just play it safe and stack my money instead? Not at your job, bro. That's like poisoning the well a little bit. Like you can get away with it. You know, Chad does what he wants, but I don't know. Maybe not at your job. Just cold approach in other places. YBC, how often do you read? Every day. Yeah, Indian culture has taken over Russia as the #1 chess culture. They different breed out there. Yeah, how to lose weight. Would you recommend long-term relationship maxing or slaying if you want lower cortisol? I would recommend long-term relationship maxing for sure. Slaying is not for everyone. Like hooking up with a ton of women, even for the people who it's for, who actually want to do it and who are good at it, you get tired of it eventually. Trust me when I say that. Um, Long-term relationship is better for pretty much everybody, but it's hard to convince some people of that. Like there's gonna be a 20-year-old watching the stream right now who's like, fuck this shit, I'ma still do my thing. Reading is gesture maxing unless you actually enjoy it. What if I told you that all I read is looks maxing books? What's the best opener when cold approaching, and how do you transition the initial opening line into? Dude, I go in depth on all of this in my school, but pretty much there's two types of openers: direct, indirect. With direct openers, what you want to do is just go up there and say, just drop a compliment and say, hey, I thought you were cute. What's your name? It's literally that simple. Go up there. Hey, excuse me. I actually saw you from over there and I thought you were extremely cute. What's your name? That's a direct opener. Indirect is where you make some sort of observational or situational um, like statement about what she's doing in that moment, and that's when your creativity has to come. So if she's holding a Stanley Cup, you go up to her, you're like, yo, is that a Stanley Cup? I see those everywhere. And that's how you start. Now, regardless of whether you do direct or indirect approach, what you have to understand is at some point you're going to have to show your intent. You're going to have to make the conversation man to woman. So you can't just like open indirect and then give off like friend zone vibes and not really tell her that you like her. So always show intent eventually. Advice on dating in college: best time to date, dude. You should be approaching, you should be talking to girls, go out to events, make friends, network, and yeah, date. But don't let it distract you from the important stuff, but you should be doing it. LMAO, this kid really said reading is gesture maxing. YBC, the shit these kids come up with. Yeah, man. Where's the school link to join and how much is it to join? It's the link is on my bio. You'll find it in the description of all of my videos as well. What's your ethnicity? To me, you look Roman and Greek. I'm gonna leave. I know a lot of you guys know my ethnicity, so I'm gonna leave that in the air as a mystery. I love seeing the guesses, but I will reveal my ethnicity. Don't worry, but not now. Philosophy views based on their takes on women tier list. I think I already did this. Oh, you mean philosophical ideologies? But how can we reconcile that with women? Utilitarianism? I don't know. I don't know. Face IQ said reading is a waste of time. Debate him on it. Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that. Definitely disagree. Hard disagree on that. Could you tell us where you get started in dating and generalize what you did to get to where you're at now? Any specific tactics or methods you used? So, oh, someone said you're North African. Correct, brother. Correct. Thoughts on Chad incel duality? Very real. See ya, bro. I gotta go. I have an exam tomorrow. Wish me luck, boys. Good luck, Lago Jr. I hope you crush the exam. When is the Face IQ collab? Soon. I promise you. Guys, if it's not out within the next 3 days, you can sue me for misinformation. How can I improve my game? By going out more and interacting with girls. And watching my videos, of course. Would you ever consider hard maxing? Yeah. I used to be like, guys, never get surgery. That's weird. That's extreme. But now I start to think about it and I'm like, okay, surgery is safer than I thought it was going to be. Face IQ, ever since I, got closer with him, I realized, holy shit, like, this might actually be something that ascends. Black pillars who are like doomers and incels need surgery. I think it's a really good solution for them. And even if you're not, why not do something to improve your looks even further? There's no reason not to do it if you don't have the money, unless you don't have the money for it. So yeah, I am considering hard maxing. Maybe a double jaw surgery, maybe Lafort. I don't fucking know. You guys tell me. How would you date after college if you didn't get any experience? Cold approach is literally, guys, you have to understand, when I give approach and say cold approach, people make fun of it and say, oh, just cold approach, bro, as if I'm giving the worst advice ever. What's the alternative? Like, take a moment and think about that. If you don't have a social circle, you graduated college, are you following? What can you possibly do other than cold approach? Oh, hop on the dating apps. We see how that turns out. It's rigged for the majority of guys. It's horrible. You guys saw my Tinder experiment. So you have to. You just absolutely have to. Um, you have to cold approach if you want girls that are in your league or higher than your league. What's your favorite video you've ever made? That's a good question. Probably the shit test one, which is also my most popular one. I was so passionate when I made that video, guys. I was going through some shit during that time as well. Red pill rage. Yo, Sam, thank you so much for the $5, by the way. Love the video, dude. I've been watching since pretty much day one. I appreciate you, bro. Love you for that. Thank you. Means a lot. Do you recommend going in parties with pretty girls that are just friends? Yeah, that's actually going to give you some type of pre-selection. He's Libyan, he's Tunisian. Wrong, wrong. North African is correct. Tunisian is wrong. Libyan is wrong. Try again, guys. You're going to get it next time. It starts with an E. Girls ain't gonna. By the way, I'm ethnic, so if I haven't roped by now, neither should you. What do you think about study every IQ above average increases chances of being incel by 3%? Um, that's a hard one. I don't know. I don't know if there are any particular studies that have been done on the relationship between IQ and your ability to attract a mate. I would imagine it's a negative correlation though. YBC too cold. Does it mean anything if unattractive women start looking at you? Never happened until I started my cut and looks maxing. Well, the good news is that if attractive women find you, yeah, Egyptian is correct, guys, not Ethiopian. The good news is that if unattractive women find you attractive, chances are some attractive women are also going to find you attractive. So fear not. If you are getting something from ugly girls, I'm not saying that hot girls are also going to find you hot, but what I am saying is there's a chance a hot girl is also going to find you hot. Dude, what is your true approach to dating? I've watched your first video and stumbled upon your latest video. It seems like you transitioned mostly from red pill to 90% black pill. I'm not 90% black pill. I'm around 60% black pill, 40% red pill. But most of the advice I give is on the red pill side because I feel like that is what is lacking nowadays. We don't need another looks maxer. We don't need another guy telling you like face IQ is the best one, but I'm saying there's a lot of people just spewing the same lookism stuff, and I feel like we're gonna get to a point where people are improving their looks and getting really good physically, but there's just no personality, no charisma, no social skills, and we're just gonna end up with a bunch of hollow people who aren't fun to be around, people who are boring. Because guys, I've hung out with a lot of like good looking guys, good looking girls, and they're boring as shit, dude. You guys would be surprised, man. Chads are boring. Chads are boring. And yeah, they pull, but it's like I'd rather people be fun and entertaining and have cool things to talk about. Hey, Mr. YBC, you say that white men do the best on the dating market generally, right? But look at your handsome ethnic face that helps you way more than average white boy. First of all, thank you for calling me handsome. I appreciate it, guys. Uh no, white people do have it a lot easier, guys. It's the truth. Especially in, North America. You're definitely Egyptian 100%. Yes, I am. That I am. Hop back on chess? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's hop back on chess. Let's go. I'm gonna try not to be so quiet while I play, but that means I'm probably gonna blunder even harder. Cause yeah, if somebody could tell me how I could pre-move, I would appreciate that. It's not letting me pre-move, see? Well, now it just did. What do I do here? Maybe here and then jump over there. That sounds like a plan. Can he do anything to me? No, he can't. And then we take here, and then we take here. Actually, no. We take here if he takes. Wow. Yeah. Let's see what he does, though. Ooh. Okay, I gotta play faster. Hold on. I gotta play faster. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose on time. Yeah, GG's. GG's, buddy. GG's. Yo, do you do any martial arts? Yeah, I did a bit of no-gi jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, Muay Thai. I did it for like a couple months and I stopped, and now I'm gonna get back into it. But the most I've done is boxing. Like I have around a year of boxing experience. Be honest, you're happy to be white-skinned than to be brown-skinned, otherwise you wouldn't have a chance. That's a bit harsh, brother. That's a bit harsh, goddamn. Nah, I think if I mean, I've pulled while tan, if that means anything. I've pulled while tan, so I don't think it's my skin color per se. How to answer what's your body count? Just lie. 7. Um, Agree and amplify. So if a girl's like, "Oh, I bet you've been with so many girls," just be like, "I promise you the number is under 1,000." Say something like that. Be like, "Listen, I've only been with under 1,000 girls," and they always they always find it funny. YBC, have you ever watched any meme analysis videos since you're very into the esoteric? No, I can't say I've watched meme analysis. You know what, guys? Next stream we should react to some videos. I think that'll be really good. By the way, thanks for the donation, Just Darks. Appreciate it. Are some dating apps better than others, or are they all shit? I heard Hinge is better than Tinder. So if you're gonna dating app max, use Hinge. More, less rigged. What should I do if I was shy throughout secondary school and now don't know how to start dating at college? You're just gonna have to take the leap of faith and do the hard thing, do the uncomfortable thing of putting yourself out there more. Like, I'm assuming here that you didn't have a lot of like negative reinforcement, right? That you were pretty, you weren't necessarily popular, but you also weren't getting bullied or anything like that. I'm going to assume that you were just a shy person, in which case you're going to have to leverage exposure therapy to be able to do the hard thing of taking initiative. Because most guys don't have the luxury of just sitting around and waiting. You have to take action, guys. You have to take initiative. Chads are their own race. I agree. How often do you stream? This is actually my first one. Do girls approach you directly too, or is it just when you approach them every time? So most of the hottest girls like that I've been with, I approach them obviously, but I have gotten approached by girls. Can't say I really liked what I was getting approached by though. Sometimes, like very rarely, I'll get a girl who approaches me where I'm like, damn, okay, I like what I see. Yo, accept the play request. Hold on, you guys sent me some. Oh wait, hold on. Dude, which play request? Ooh, who's this? Yo, who's this? Who's this? Wait, Aditya, Ash. All right, I just accepted everybody's. Yo, somebody send me a challenge. Let's run a game. 160 peak viewers on your first stream is crazy. Yeah, man. I'm really glad you guys are here. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Where's Canada? Are you from, my Canadian brother? Where in Canada are you from? Toronto. Toronto. Yo, except just less. If someone, girl, or their exes are generally a certain rating, on average, is it guaranteed that the guy is near that rating too? If not, how does it vary with ratings? I'm gonna have to read that again. If someone's girl or their exes are generally a certain rating out of 10 on average, is it guaranteed that the guy is near that rating too? It's not guaranteed, it's likely though. Let's see. Did somebody send me a challenge? No, no one sent me a challenge. Oh wait. Oh wait, okay. Okay. I'm in a game with someone right now. Let's go. This is a viewer. Oh, this is a viewer. Wait, why'd he leave? Why is he gonna abort? Oh, there he is. Okay. He's back. He's back. He's back. Hmm. What do I do, guys? We'll take this. Hold on, bro. Oh, fuck. I didn't see that. Oh, wait, he didn't. Sorry, brother. I'm I'm sorry it had to go down like that. Damn, bro. That was intense. I'm not gonna lie. That was that was intense, bro. Damn, bro. That was intense. Wow. What the hell is going on, guys? What's going on here? So many people. All right, I'll play one more. I'll play one more. Let's go clutch curry. Let's go. Let's go. Mm. Uh. Wait, that was so stupid. Oh my god, that was so stupid. I did not calculate that. Oh my god, he just made. Oh, he just fucked up. He just messed up. Oh, I'm so lucky, dude. Yeah, I'm so. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. Um, should I take? Yeah, fuck it. We're up right now, though. Even though I messed up, I could trade. I can afford to trade. What do I do? Wait, this was 3 minutes? I thought this was bullet. Dude, I literally thought this was bullet. Man, that was stressful, bro. LTN? Nah, that's harsh as hell, bro. MTN at least. At least MTN, bro. What is? What is? MTN, bro. Stop playing with me. I'm curious about your take on Jungian's archetypes applied to dating. By the way, thank you, Erling, for the 5. By the way, guys, Erling, huge member of this community. Really good takes in my community post, so I appreciate you, bro. I'm curious about your take on Jungian's archetypes applied to dating, if you know anything about it at all, of course. Um, are you talking about the anima and the animus? Is that because I really I need to brush up on my Jungian psychology, but I'll get back to you on that. I'll probably make a community post about that specifically because I've talked about Jung in the past, but sometimes I have really bad memory. YBC too cold. Just curious, what happened to the race tier list? I already talked about this before. I'm still debating on whether I should do it or not. MTN on a good day, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, dude. MTN on a good day, MTN on a bad day, HTN on a good day. And wait till I lean, guys. Wait till I lean max. What were you like during COVID? Dude, I can't even remember what happened during COVID, dude. I was doing fuck all during that time. What do you think about a girl that is doing financially better than you that's going on in high school right now for me? Don't bring it up. Like, don't be insecure about the difference in money. Just kind of just treat her as if she's a normal girl. That's what I'd say. Certified HTN. There we fucking go. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Guys, if somebody says you're an LTN, just assume you're one tier higher than that, right? So if people are like, "Oh, YBC's an LTN." Nah, bro, I'm an MTN. Get out of here. And when I look at myself in the mirror when no one's watching, I'm like HTN, HTN. What are the 3 most important things to pull women? Looks, social skills, exposure. That's it. Looks, social skills, exposure. Nothing else. Everything else is cope. Oh, status? Yeah, status helps you pull, but status and money is like a back end thing, you know? Front end, like things you can do right now, looks, social skills, exposure. YBC too cold. Black pillars will severely downplay your looks. Then women in the comments will be like, "Oh my god, he's so cute. Ask women, not men." Well, that's what happens with Face IQ, right? It's like people will look at Face IQ and say this guy's an MTN. Guys, let me tell you something about Face IQ. And I think you guys are gonna see this if we do our IRL collab, which is coming up. Face IQ is gonna mog me to oblivion. Height wise is gonna, when we take a picture, you're gonna see he's gonna height mog me. And he's probably also gonna face mog me. He does face mog me. So he's not an MTN. He's like an HTN. YBC too cold. What's your ethnicity? The chat knows. The chat knows. Dog, why are we not using the Roy Lopez opening? Completely forgot that opening. Status and money are copes? To a degree, yes. But I'm not gonna lie, like status really carries though. Like if you pull up somewhere and there's cameras on you and people are asking you for a picture, girls are all gonna swoon over you. Even the hottest girl, you're gonna be able to get her. He's Chinese. Dude, I'm not Chinese. I have small eyes, but I'm not Chinese, dude. That's racist. I'm half Asian though. Yeah, the problem that I was bullied at school and now I have something like trauma. Now I hate my personality even though it's not bad. I'm so scared to socialize. The problem is that I was bullied at school and now, guys, sorry, sometimes I'm not even thinking when I'm reading. The problem that I was bullied at school and now I have something like trauma. Now I hate my personality even though it's not bad. I'm so scared to socialize. Yeah. Um you're gonna have to work up to socializing. Like it's especially when you've had like negative experiences in the past. You can't just be like, yeah, just go and socialize, just pull up to the parties. It's something that you have to work towards in small increments, which is why like I always talk about exposure therapy. It's pretty hard to go from somebody who was bullied in school, who had like a bad reputation and like who wasn't liked by anybody, to approaching the hottest girls. It's just not gonna happen. So making friends that are similar to you is a good way to work your way up. Being social in general, like you go to the grocery store, have a couple verbal exchanges with the grocery clerk, talk to people, you know, open up a little bit more, even with people who aren't necessarily hot women. And then, you know, starting to like let your personality shine more. And then naturally it's gonna start to happen with women as well. Damn, bro, I'm starting to stutter like XQC. Fuck. The better looking someone is, the more intelligent they tend to be because of their jaw and face are well developed, so is their brain. Hollywood wants you to believe the uglier, the smarter. Aren't you scared of being called P word, or she freaks out during a cold approach and screams for help? That's never happened to me. And it doesn't happen to anybody other than like sub fours. Even sub fives, not really. Sub fours. What do you think about the book in the back you got? Stillness is the Key from Ryan Holiday. I love that book, dude. Love it. It's one of those books that you have to reread. Like you constantly have to be reading those kinds of books. Do you believe in free will or determinism? I do not believe in, well, genetic determinism is true to a degree, but I think your environment really does affect how things play out. So we can't say that your life is entirely genetically determined, but I would say it's like maybe 60% genetically determined. And the things that you can control make a huge difference as well. Like, guys, I want you guys to feel like you have autonomy, you know? What you choose to do matters. It's not like you're just born and your genetics are what they are and it's over. Like that's such a loser mindset, in my opinion. YBC, is it over for me? I look like if a man and a woman had a child. What? What? Is it over for me? I look like if a man and a woman had a child, as opposed to looking like if a man and a man had a child? YBC, are you XQC maxing? A little bit, bro. The stuttering is getting to me. I've never streamed this long, so I gotta keep up with the pace. Atomic Habits is another good book. Nah, that book is too basic, in my opinion. Like, it's a good book, but it's like so, it has no aura. From what point is it not over? Most would say, okay, chronically online black pillars would say HTN. Normal black pillars would say MTN. I actually think LTN. I think if you're LTN, you could pull. Like, you could pull pretty decent looking girls. That's what I think. Not because like I'm coping or anything. It's because like I literally have friends who are LTNs and they pull. Like, it's not impossible. Damn, bruh. 138 concurrent viewers. W's. Let me check the stream health. Hold on. Excellent. That's good. Okay. Are you brain rotted? Yeah, bro, a little bit. I wasn't brain rotted before I made my YouTube channel, and then people started commenting all kinds of shit. Went down the fucking rabbit hole of looks maxing and black pill and all of this shit. Now I actually can't go back to being normal. Like, I'm not neurodivergent though, so I have that going for me. YBC, thoughts on gambling and how women perceive of men who like to gamble. Thoughts on gambling and how women perceive men who like to gamble? I don't condone gambling at all. I think it's stupid, but if the funny part of me wants to say it's based, but it's not based. How to get an accurate face rating / know exactly where you stand looks wise? Well, you're gonna have to do some research on certain measurements like your facial angularity, your dimorphism, your facial thirds, your nose, your FWHR, your nose to width, all of that stuff. Like, it's pretty complicated. But dude, like that's what I'm saying. Like how women treat you should tell you everything you need to know. YBC too cold. What advice would you give someone who wants to start cold approaching but keeps backing out? 3-second rule, brother. 3-second rule. Count down 1, 2, 3, and walk up to her and do it. Don't pussy out, right? Like force your body to keep walking, right? So let's say you see a girl up ahead and your body kind of wants you to pussy out. You're scared. 3, 2, 1. Go without thinking. Trust that you'll figure out what to say when you actually go up to her. Trust the process. Empty your mind. Go and just do it. Thoughts on feigning being religious to get with a religious girl? Pretty manipulative. What's your favorite Schopenhauer book? Not really a book, but on women. What do you think of Tortamaxing? Why would anybody do that? Or I think you mean getting with tortas? Nah. Tortas should be femcells. Do you, do you think Muslim girls are LARP? Yeah, most of them, definitely. Do you live stream consistently? Nope. but I might have to start because you guys seem to be liking this shit. What's more important, height or face? Definitely face, but if we consider the averages, which is between like a 4 out of 10 to a 6 out of 10, height makes a bigger difference. So if somebody's in the 4 to 6 range, like for example, all right, here's how I'd put it, right? Like if you're a 5 out of 10 face, going from like 5'10 to 6'2 is going to be a much bigger effect, much bigger halo than going from a 5 out of 10 face to a 6 out of 10 face. The face starts to become an exceedingly rare commodity, something that's really powerful when you get into like the elites of face. But the difference between a 5 and a 6 isn't that big. So, you know, if you're a teenager looking to height maxing, if you guys want height maxing tips, let me know. Are you Jewish? No. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, brother. What? My nose isn't Jewish, so I don't know where that question came from. Thoughts on the choose? Thoughts on the choose? I don't know if I could talk about this without getting banned on YouTube. I might do it. Guys, if you guys want me to talk about this kind of stuff, we can hop on a Rumble stream. But I'm not going to risk getting banned on YouTube to talk about like some shady stuff, you know? But I'm down. Like I'm down to do it, but at what cost, you know? Could you tell us where you started in dating and generalize what you did to get to where you're at now? Any specific tactics or methods you used? Yeah. So, dude, this is gonna be such a long story, man. I might have to make a whole video on this because otherwise I'm just gonna yap for like 20 minutes. YBC too cold getting mugged is relative. Face IQ may mug you, but you still mug millions, and a guy below you still mugs millions. A mugger will always get mugged. Yeah, bro, that's the thing. It's like there's always a bigger fish in the sea, right? There's always somebody who's better looking than you, and there's always somebody who mugs you. So if your goal is to mug everyone on Earth, then I feel like that's just unrealistic, and you're gonna be insecure. So what you should do is be like me, and if somebody mugs you, be like, "Yo, props, bro. You mugged me. Congratulations." I still have faith that, you know, I could shine even around moggers. Like, I'm not gonna get insecure and be like, oh shit, dude, I got moggers around me, I can't pull. Nah, bro, put me anywhere. I'll probably be able to pull. But like, yeah, that's just how I see it though. YBC cope, yeah, whatever. YBC, have you ever made a lesbian girl straight? No, I haven't. No, I haven't, unfortunately. Erling says, thank you so much for the $5, bro. The best way to know if you're ugly or not is by not doing any type of grooming at all and still get called cute and handsome. True. True. YBC, share with us your most delicious recipe for us to make after stream. Yeah, so my recipe is pretty much 4 eggs, cook the white, leave the yolk runny, and air fried steak till medium rare or rare. And then drink some kefir as well. Drink some of this shit. That's about it, dude. I'm not really much of a cooker myself, so that's all I do. These live streams are goated. Thank you, brother. Thoughts on dating a girl who looks like your sister? Oh, man. Hey, I'm a med student, 22, and have been seeing this girl for 6 weeks. I don't mind dating her, but I realistically don't like her that much. Is it worth dating her for the stability while I study? No, no. Never settle, never date just for the sake of dating. If you don't like a girl, leave her be, guys. Guys, I'm one of those people where I'm kind of like ruthless when it comes to girls I don't like. Like if I don't like a girl, I want her to ghost me. Like I don't like have an ego with girls I don't like, you know? It's just whatever. Like I don't care. Cuz mid girls will cope a lot, you know? Favorite Egyptian dish? Molokhia. What should I do if I'm 16 years old, 6 feet, but I live in Ukraine where 6 feet is average, plus I grown plus 1 centimeter the last year? 16 years old, 6 feet, but I live in Ukraine where 6 feet is the average. Yeah, so if you're 16, check out this channel because I actually found him recently and he gives really good advice, height maxing specifically. His name is Blake Speaks. I don't know if you guys have heard of Blake Speaks. He experiments a lot with looks maxing techniques and stuff. And he's been doing a height maxing protocol that he says allegedly at least helped him gain an inch. Now, I'll talk about how I gained an inch after 20, and that was simply by drinking raw milk And during that time period, I was doing a shit ton of weighted dead hangs. Like I would literally just be doing weighted dead hangs every single day. And that at that point, I was like obsessed with growing, and I gained around an inch in height. So I was around 183 centimeters, and the last time I checked, I'm 187 centimeters. So yes, sir. Is college a scam in your opinion? Depends on where in college you're going, how much you're gonna be in debt, and what degree you're taking. Does height maxing work after 22 years old? I don't know, man. You're gonna have to check out Blake Speaks. I'm not gonna, talk about something that I haven't tried myself. So check out Blake Speaks. Tell him I sent you as well. Really, probably my second favorite looks maxing guy after Face IQ. Heard about the skyscraper method. Seems like cope though. What's the skyscraper method? What's the skyscraper method? YBC too cold. If I've never had friends and never been to a party, should I try to get a girlfriend or am I cooked? You're not cooked. Um, Guys who aren't social need to looks max. Like if you're not social, you need to rely on looks because the only people I know who aren't social, aren't going to parties, don't have like this big friend group, and still have a girlfriend are pretty good looking, dude. Or they're just like kind of looks matched, like two unattractive people looks matched. That happens as well. But if you want to pull out of your league, you need to lock in the social aspect for sure. Does your dating advice that's aimed towards regular women apply to trans women? I mean, I guess dude, I don't know, man. I actually don't know. I mainly talk about straight, normal, like regular women. So I don't think it applies. No, I mean, it might. You guys are asking me some tough questions. I don't know, dude. Do you have a job? Nope. Unemployed. Unemployed right now. Chess. Yeah, we'll hop on a game in a bit. Hey YBC, would you say dating is the most difficult for Asian men? Sometimes it just feels like most women just want white guys slash black guys. Yeah, man. It depends on where you live for sure. It's the JBW is real, and in the US it's like race matters, and Canada race matters, and in most countries race matters. But you're just gonna have to go to where you are appreciated if you're not having success in the current place that you're in, or you're going to have to really dial in your cold approaches, your social skills. You may even be perceived as a jester maxer by a lot of black pillars, but if the game works, it works. That's how I see it. Love you. Thank you so much for high tier quality content. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. It's over for ethnic cells. Can't compete against JBW men. Is it really over for ethnic cells? I don't know, man. I think some women, this is gonna sound like cope. This is gonna sound like cope. Some women actually prefer ethnic men. Like some women have a type that is Asian. Some women have a type that is Middle Eastern. Is it the majority of women? No, but you can definitely find your market. But if you're ethnic and ugly, yeah, that's really bad. If you're white and ugly, it's still bad, but you can get away with it. If you're ethnic and ugly, you gotta lock in. And I'm saying that as an ethnic male, by the way. If you're not chopped, you can pull. Yeah. Erling, thank you for all these donations, man. Really, really appreciate it, dude. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Um, Unemployed mega boss. Well, dude, I just graduated, man. Give me a break. I'm 22. Literally just graduated university a few months ago. Let me see where this stuff goes. Where this YouTube shit goes. YBC, are you ever gonna do a video where you rate IRL approaches of followers? Yeah, actually, I think that would be a really good video idea where you guys submit your approaches and then, well, I need to show you guys some of my IRL stuff as well. So stay tuned for that. That's gonna come up very soon. YBC, actually, I'm an average guy right now, but as everybody says, I have potentials like becoming a 7 or 7.5. Money and goals might be the aim now. So relationships, getting average 3. Yeah, good stuff, bro. Keep up the work. Do you work outside of YouTube? Not currently, but I used to. Are you gonna have any approach breakdowns on your channel? Yes, yes, that's gonna come up for sure. You know Rehab Room? Dude, who doesn't know Rehab Room? Let's talk about Rehab Room. What do you guys think about Rehab? You guys like Rehab? Or you guys think he's too doomer? What do you guys think about Rehab Room? Curious to know everyone's take on Rehab Room. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? Are you still collabing with Ashton? Yeah, dude. Ashton and I just did a stream, which, by the way, we had like 10 live viewers. So most of you guys probably haven't heard of that stream. It's on the Too Cold and Awakened channel. Make sure you check that out. He's too based, anti-cope, love Rehab Room. Rehab is hilarious, but he does encourage looks maxing. I like Rehab. What do you think about Rehab yourself? I will answer that in a second. Let me just see what everyone else is saying. Yeah, he's way too doomer. Yeah, so it's pretty mixed. Like some people say he's really based because Rehab just gives you the facts how they are. But you have to understand, he would even agree with me here. Like he says that he is Mitten Squad's looks match. If you're Mitten Squad's looks match, you're sub 3 or on the verge of sub 3, right? So it's like obviously somebody from his coming in from his angle would have these brutal takes about life, would have this really pessimistic take about life. But I feel like a lot of people in the chat right now aren't really in Rehab Room's position. A lot of you guys do have the potential to ascend to get some great results. And, Rehab is really entertaining. I watched some of his videos myself. Really cool, has a really strong community. But I think that you can't get too sucked into this BP shit. You cannot internalize it and then act like a sub 3 when you're not a sub 3. You know what I'm trying to say? So that's how I see it. Why do you guys stream on Rumble? Because we say some stuff that YouTube would ban us for. What's the best soft max? I'm 15. Am I still on time to ascend? Yeah, depending on your face, there's a lot of things you can do. Eyebrows and eyelashes, make sure you dial those in. Grow your hair out, clear up your skin through diet. Those are pretty much the best soft maxes you can do. Thumb pulling. What do you guys think about thumb pulling? Is it cope? Yo, is thumb pulling cope? I don't know. You guys tell me. We are TFL until the casket drops. Beta buxing. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'd rather beta bucks for a 9 than look, if I was a 3 out of 10 male, right? I would rather beta bucks and have a 9 who doesn't love me and has no genuine desire for me than settle for a looks match. If I can even pull my looks match, because if I'm a 3, pulling a looks match would be pretty difficult. As a 3 out of 10 girl, probably wants like what, a 5 out of 10 guy or something. Gerbert Johnson collab would be amazing. Yeah, man. I think that would be really cool. YBC, even if you don't eat raw, you should push the carnivore diet on to more of your viewers. That's a huge part of looks maxing apart from hard maxing. Will do. Thoughts on all the leftist women celebrating the Kirk assassination? Yeah, screw those women, dude. Anybody who celebrated his assassination is a psycho. And of course, I did disagree with him on, Israel and stuff like that. I didn't agree with all of what he said, but you still have to kind of feel for the guy. He had a family, he had 2 kids. It's like, why would you sit there celebrating a man's death? Like, regardless of who the man is, nobody deserves to be murdered in cold blood. I know that's the common take and the common narrative, but it's true, dude. Like, I'm not even political, by the way, guys. Like, politics is jester. How to get what height that you consider short? Already answered this. Opinion on Oscar Patel. I like Oscar Patel. Now that I've gotten to know Face IQ and him and I have kind of talked about looks maxing and stuff, I would imagine a lot of his methods are cope, but I still think he's a pretty cool guy. What dating advice would you give your future daughter? Don't deal with guys who are like players. Don't deal with players. you know. I wouldn't try to control my future daughter though. I feel like that's a big mistake a lot of people make is like, telling their daughter that she got to stay home and you can't do this, this, and that. That's only gonna, the more strict you are, the more sneaky she's gonna be. So, do you agree with Kirk's view on marriage and being pure and stuff like that? Man, I don't know. Do I agree with Christian conservative values? Mm, I do in theory, yes, but right now I can't. Like, I would be a hypocrite if I said that's what you should do because that's not what I'm doing. If I'm being honest, so. Kirk's unalive proved our point. The left is crazy. Yeah, man. Thank you for the donation, though. YBC, how would you go about telling your long-term girlfriend about your raw diet and having non-normie takes on the world? If your girlfriend really likes you, she's naturally going to adopt your worldview. She's naturally going to do the things that you do. So, guys, if you eat raw meat, your girlfriend loves you, she's gonna eat raw meat. Trust me. You don't have to worry about that. Did you meet Hamza at Bali? Nah, bro. I didn't. You should definitely make an origin to now story. Yeah, dude. That's gonna be a video. How does the content you make affect your personal dating life? Just curious. So far, it's actually been the case that it doesn't affect my personal life. I haven't had like a wheat waffles kind of experience where somebody comes up to me and throws some shit at me. I haven't, had people sabotage me, do anything like that. I would imagine it probably would happen as this channel grows, but shit, dude, that's a small price to pay, in my opinion. Women act like they hate my shit, but their actions say otherwise. You're more base than I thought you were. I thought you were a normie and didn't know about the chews. Of course, dude. Now we could talk more about that on Rumble and on Twitter. You guys think I should make a Twitter account? It'd be pretty cool. Do you do any combat sports? Yeah. I do MMA stuff. Have you already recorded the Face IQ collab? Yeah, dude, we recorded the collab and then there were some technical difficulties, so we're gonna have to re-record it. Stay safe out there, YBCU saving lives. Thank you, brother. I really appreciate that. What is the ideal body count as a man and your thoughts on hooking up as a man? There's no such thing as an ideal body count. Obviously, like just like women, we have this expectation that women should have a low body count and we don't want girls with high body counts. You should try to keep yours conservative, I would say. Don't sleep around in the same way a lot of these chicks do, but also understand that, you know, if you're planning on having no experience at all, it is going to negatively impact you for sure. Stop getting popular. Dude, I'm not. If you want to see someone getting popular and blowing up right now, you should check out Face IQ. How tall are you? 6'2". 6'2", guys, not 6'1". Anybody who says I'm 6'1" is coping. Have you ever been recognized out in public before? Yeah, dude, this was while I was faceless, which is the craziest thing. It's like, I didn't expect anybody to recognize me because I run a faceless YouTube channel. So I'm out in Montreal, and these two guys come up to me, like these two French guys, and they're like, yo, your YBC too cold. And I'm like, yeah, how the fuck did you know? Like, that's weird. And they're like, dude, we saw one of your tier lists like back in the day. And I'm like, that is crazy, bro. Like, when I got recognized, getting recognized in public is it's an underrated feeling. Really, really cool. Capitalism versus liberalism. Are they mutually exclusive? Anarcho-panarchism. Damn, y'all are coming up with these crazy ass terms. So you're basically saying quality over quantity when it comes to women. Yes, you should. If you're gonna hook up with a girl, make sure it's a worth it. Like, don't just be getting with every girl who wants you, right? That's a problem a lot of chads do, and it actually ruins the dating market for the other guys when you do that. Like, if a 6 wants to hook up with a guy who's an 8, and he actually hooks up with her, now he makes it so that that 6 no longer is interested in the 6, her looks match, the guy who she's supposed to want to hook up with. So it's like, only get with girls who are on your level or higher. That's how I see it. Is it chill if I'm 15 and haven't done anything more than holding hands? I might be too young for your channel. Yeah, man, if you're 15, don't worry about any of this stuff. Just look smacks. Enjoy your life. Play some, play some video, self-improve, play some video games, have fun with your boys, dude. Don't worry about this dating market stuff. Like you're cool. Tell Ashton to post the collab. Yeah, dude, he does not want to post it. Face IQ is blowing up, but you're next up. Just keep it real and never be afraid to expand and change views. Growing in your views is important no matter what your viewers think. Thank you, brother. Games. Appreciate you, bro. I will remember you. Does cold approach at college easier than cold approach on the street? Absolutely. Absolutely. Warm environments, mutual environments, better than foreign environments. So think about it this way. Approaching a girl on the street, what do you have in common? I'm not saying it doesn't work. It absolutely works, but it's like there's no grounds there. If it's a girl sitting next to you on a college lecture, or like you guys are in the same club, it's a lot easier to open it. So much easier. What prompt should I use to make Chat GPT rate my face? Sub 5, LTN, MTN, HTN, Chad Light, and Chad? I don't know if Chat GPT's face rating is accurate. I don't think it is, to be honest. Yeah, we actually got a lot of viewers. I thought we wouldn't get that many because it's pretty late and most of my audience are in North America. Maybe I should stream earlier. That would bump the view count up. What's a belief you once had but have now changed your mind? Let me think. What's a belief I had but changed my mind on? The fact that like I used to think looks mattered way less than they actually do. I used to think that you could really outgame your looks to like a huge degree. This is gonna sound crazy, like huge cope, but I genuinely used to think that like a 4 out of 10 could just walk up to like an 8 out of 10 if he was confident enough, had a good game, he could pull her. And I still think that in theory that could be possible, but nah, dude, looks are, especially nowadays, looks matter so much. Like so much, bro. Face IQ is the IRL Patrick Bateman? Maybe. Sup, I have severe approach anxiety. Last approaches were 2021. Haven't done it again. Yeah, bro, you gotta get back out in the field. Let's run one more game of chess, or maybe two more, and then I'll talk to the chat a little bit more, and we might have to end the stream. Have an early morning tomorrow. TJ Dillashaw weight cut for the looks is the method. Yeah, dude. If you guys see UFC fighters before their weight cut, they look so diced, bro. Like, so diced. But it's pretty unhealthy to go on a weight cut like that. Let's see. Does anybody want to play me? Let's see what guys are saying. Play the King's Gambit? If I'm white, sure. Why am I not connecting? Stream health okay? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, what I usually play is King's Gambit if I'm white, Karo Khan if I'm black. Can this guy play though? Dude, what's going on, man? Yeah. I don't even know what this opening is, by the way. I think I just, ooh, en passant. Let's go. For those of you who are new to chess, you may not even know that en passant is a thing. Why would he take with his king? Now he can't castle. Damn, this guy's playing fast. Damn. Dude, what do I do, bro? He's got so much more time than me. Oh, it's so over. It's so over. It's over. Never began, guy. Damn, bro. GG's. 1700 elo? Dude, I'm not playing you, bro. You'd cook me. What should I do if there's no girls in my college group? What if you've ascended to Chad but still feel normie on the inside? Don't worry, bro. The reinforcement you're gonna get from being Chad will more than compensate for your internal norminess. YBC2 cooked. Brutal. Yeah, that's kind of brutal. Let's see. Did anybody challenge me? There we go. Clutch Curry. Let's go. Wait, didn't I already play you? Whatever. Oh. Should not have done that. Oh my god, I didn't see that knight. Oh my god, that's so bad. God damn it. Yeah, I was losing that. What led you to theorize male-female dynamics? My overwhelming desire to help other people. What made you think this type of content, especially coming from... Wait, dude, I'm getting so many... Oh my god. Let's play this guy. Dude, this guy's 1867. I'm finished. I'm so finished. I'm so finished, guys. Oh my god, this is so brutal. It's one thing to get mogged with looks, it's another thing to get mogged with chess. And I would rather get mogged with looks, if I'm being honest. I'm gonna get cooked. What do I do here? Oh no. Pawn. What? He didn't take? Thank you, I guess. Unless he's up to something even more devious. Which I would imagine he is. Can I take this? What is this guy do? Dude, this guy's up to something. I just don't see it. How does this guy have 34 seconds on the clock and I have 10? Oh my god, I just... Oh, panic. Stress. Panic. GG's, bro. I was never winning that. I was literally never gonna win that. It's over for chess cells, yeah. What would you rate your face from 1 to 10? Probably like 5.25, 5.5, something like that. How seriously should men take looks, especially compared to how serious looks are for females? Yeah, I think it's nowadays looks matters a lot. You know what we should do, guys? We should go back to the times where looks didn't matter, but in order to do that, society would pretty much have to collapse. Like women would have to have bigger things to worry about than how pretty a guy looks, which pretty much means war, famine, poverty, struggles, relying on men for money. We all know what road that's gonna take us down, so I'm not gonna talk about that here, but that's pretty much the only way looks aren't gonna matter. Looks mattering is a consequence of society being too comfortable. That's my take on why looks even matter. Bring back shame. What should I do if I don't find most girls stimulating enough to get to know / boring? Find other girls, bro. Not every girl's the same. Do you think makeup for men is counterintuitive? Yeah, bro. Don't be wearing no damn makeup. Now society is effed. We all know that society is superficial and shallow. Ooh, what happened? Yo, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me and see me? Is the stream fine? Cause my thing just kinda... Can everybody see me? Dude, I have no idea what's going on right now. Do attractive people tend to be better people? Not necessarily, no. Alright, we good. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's wait, let me see if anybody wants to play me. Anyone else? If anyone else wants to play, send a request. Dude, why are you guys tryharding, man? You guys are making me try hard. What is going on right now? It's either I get mate or it's over. Okay. I can cook here. I can cook here. Damn, okay. Wait. Oh, no. No, dude, I was so close, man. I was so close, bro. Dude, I was so close. Does this content bore you to a certain extent? And if so, what are your next plans? I mean, not really, dude. I really enjoy this dating stuff. I think it's like really relevant to our times, considering how many guys are struggling. So I enjoy it. But maybe in the future, I'll get bored of it, switch over to politics or something else. Thoughts on Destiny and Hassan Piker? Not a fan of them. Not a fan. I think Destiny has some good takes, but Lasan, I don't mess with Lasan, bro. Is it a good opener if you see a good woman in a grocery store or a park, walk to her and say, "Hey, I just saw you and find you sympathetic and I like your style. Would you like to talk or write later?" Um, yeah, that could work. I feel like it's a bit lengthy though. Like if that opener works for you, just memorize it and go for it. Like the open doesn't really matter that much. It's just to get you through those like initial nerves and then you'll be fine. How's my camera following me? Because it's a AI tracking camera. How to improve focus and attention span, dude. Unironically, play a bit of chess. I think it really helps. But don't play bullet because bullet's gonna brain rot you. Play like rapid. But yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna end stream. Really good stream actually. I'm gonna have to do more of this considering how poppin' the chat was. Really appreciate everybody who joined. And yeah, let's read some more chats before I head out. I can't think of a single good take Destiny has exactly. He has a couple, I think. I think when he went on Fresh and Fit, he gave them a run for their money. Like he made some pretty good points there. I just approach, ask their name, if they're from the area and their age. If they agree to these questions, you are in. Exactly. Easy. The better looking someone is, the more normie they tend to be. I agree actually. I think a lot of good looking people, they're nice and like they're chill. There's nothing wrong with them, but it's like they can be boring sometimes. W stream, you're naturally entertaining. Thank you, brother. Thank you guys. WYBC, I appreciate you. Love you guys, bro. First stream, by the way. So, you know, hopefully the next streams are gonna be better than this. Good night, boys. Good night. Good night, boys. I'll talk to you guys soon, man. Take care. Take care. Thank you guys for joining. Whew.